Why don't we get into what the definition of direct response is first?
Well, for me and everything I've learned, and just to be careful, Craig, I looked up what the definition of direct response marketing, make sure I was on the right page, and it almost said word for word uh, what I see it as. It's designed to get prospects or customers, and I want to make that clear. Direct response marketing works great for your customer list too. Okay, not
Right.
just prospects. To take action quickly. And when I say take action, uh, in a lot of cases, hopefully it's to buy, but not always. Sometimes people want them to do something so they can add to their list. They want to grow their prospects. They want to get them to do things on social media. So one of the big keys to make that happen, to get them to take action, is to have a good, strong, clearly stated call to action.
Hmm.
And so direct response, when it says direct response, I want you to call, I want you to go, I want you to send this email me, whatever it may be.
Right.
Uh, that's the big key to direct response marketing.
Good. 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 So if that's direct response, what's the definition of traditional marketing? Do you think?
Well, for traditional marketing, the first thing I want to say is most folks who are small to medium sized businesses really can't afford traditional marketing because it's a long term strategy. Okay, that's meant to get their name out to large audiences that their idea is hopefully when it's seen enough, eventually those people seeing it will take action, will buy the product, will ask for the product, will go to the store. But again, that's a long-term play, and they really don't know in a lot of cases if it's working, uh, or when it's working. Okay, for a lot of them, it takes a while to find out that this ad worked. They have some things that they do where they'll roll something out. You've seen some fast food chain restaurants do it where they roll something out for 30 days only, and then they get an idea of how it's working. But in reality, that's direct response.
Right.
Okay, we're only doing this till the end of the month,
Right.
so come in now to get it. You see?
You know, funny enough, I had when I was starting out, before I was even an independent business advisor, I did little presentations at Rotary groups around town, and I did a whole thing on direct response marketing and advertising. And a guy came up at the end and said, "That was bullcrap." And I said, "What?" He goes, "I've been in advertising for 30 years and you're wasting so much money doing direct response." And I said, "Really? Tell me why." He goes, "Well, you have to pay to test to see what works and what doesn't. We just put in the money and we," and then he shut up. And I said, "So you take in the money and you wait a quarter to see if it worked, right? And who are your clients? Coca-Cola, Target, people like that, the people who have millions to spare. And by the way, they run with campaigns. Some people don't know this, who are modeling the big dumb companies or what advertising agencies do, is they get a cut 15% every time they run an ad. So they're going to run as many ads as they can because they get 15% every time they run an ad, right? And
Yep.
it's a commission. And so the objectives are very different. Sure, the companies want to make money from their advertising. The difference right now is the small business owner, the entrepreneur, wants to make money right now, right? We don't want to wait, or we want a response right now. We don't necessarily, depending on the lifetime value of the client and uh, client value and all that stuff. So that's a big difference. So um, I just shared the key differences and objectives. What are some examples of each in marketing and action? Can you give a good example of what? So if somebody's never seen it, what would be an example of direct response and action?
So uh, I actually printed out an ad here that I'm going to show real quick. Okay, and I'm not sure how much of it you'll be able to see, but I circled some of the highlights to make it a little easier. So that's an example of a direct response. So right away, they tell them that this is a great deal. and it tells when they need to respond by. It's right
Right.
at the top. Okay, respond by February 29th. Bring this coupon. Okay, that's a key element in direct response. That's how we're able to track and learn the effectiveness of the ad. And you mentioned the big franchises and whatever. They got to wait till the end of the quarter to get their statistics to see. Okay, most small folks don't have that luxury.
Right.
Okay, like you said, they have a budget that's just through the roof.
Right.
And for a lot of our small businesses, they not only want responses quick, they need them.
Right.
Okay, they need those sales. And so again, it down here it tells again, it repeats when to respond by. Remember, I said we have to be clear and concise.
Right.
Just saying it once isn't enough. And
Right.
then it tells them how to respond with the to call to schedule an appointment.
Right.
Okay, and it says bring this coupon.
Right.
Okay, we don't take for granted that they're going to know what we want. So that's an example of direct response, uh, an ad that you may put out to your list, or you may put on a postcard and mail out,
Right.
or you may our clients use it on social media. They use it in emails to their client lists. So there's a lot of places you can. I use it every month on a landing page.
Right.
Okay, and the opposite of that is like you said, Coke and Pepsi, and Budweiser. They just keep throwing things out, and so with direct response, the thing that I like that goes back to your story of the guy who says, "Oh, we spend money." We we can direct ads to who we want, who is our best
Right.
ideal client,
Right.
and it can be done on radio and it can be done on TV. I'll give you an example of a big ad buy where they use direct response really well. And I don't know if you've heard it in your part of the country, but we have an ad that comes on a regular basis, and it comes out and says, "Hi, I'm Big Lou, and I'm like you. I'm on meds too." And he goes through this thing, and so his offer is you can use him to buy health insurance or life insurance, not health insurance, where if you have high blood pressure, or you have this or you have that, it's hard to get somewhere else, or it's going to be very expensive. His
Right.
thing is, I'm Big Lou, I'm on meds too. That's one of his bylines. So people are going to respond because he's calling out to those people. He's not calling out to the 25-year-old who's fit and healthy and has nothing going on. And he says it right out. If you have this, and if you have high blood pressure and this and that, diabetes, so on and so forth. So he calls right out to them. Okay.
Mm.
And then he says, if you're on meds too, give Big Lou a call.
Mm.
Okay. That's his call to action.
Right.
And so don't a lot of people want to buy from somebody they feel like gets them?
They connect one on one.
Exactly. They understand that, hey, this guy gets me. I don't have to explain to him why I'm on three different medications.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he talks about, I'll go find you a good price on life insurance. So that's an example of it being used on radio. And a lot of people don't think about direct response in other media like radio, TV, but you can use it there effectively.
Right.